In case you've been living under a rock somewhere, Black Friday is the biggest sales day of the year. So of course, I want to help you capitalize on that with your Etsy shop. So I want to give you a Black Friday sales plan so you can get more sales this Black Friday. And in case you don't know who I am, I'm LL. I help Etsy sellers start, build, and grow their businesses. If you want a super fun way to learn and grow your business as well, join the Etsy games via the link below. Black Friday, biggest sales day of the year, and if you don't know why they call it Black Friday, here's a super pro tip for you guys, in case you don't know, is it is the day that most brick and mortar sales go from the red, the negative, to the black, the positive, on their books, because it is a super busy time of year. That's really, Black Friday kicks off the sales buying frenzy of the year. So people start really kind of speeding up how much they're spending, how much they're buying. So naturally, if you have a shop online, we want to be able to capitalize on that, right? We want to be able to get more sales, more traffic, all the things, because the traffic's going to be there. So it's up to you to divert some of that traffic to your shop, to your business, to get more sales. So I want to help you be able to do that. I want to help you plan for that. And keep in mind, these strategies will work for other important sales dates that are coming. So depending on when you're watching this video, here's some of the upcoming dates that we need to focus on, that we should be running sales and promotions for. So just to keep in mind, I mean, this may be after these dates, depending on when you're watching this. So we got Thanksgiving. Obviously, Black Friday is after that, but they can kind of tie in together if you want. We got Small Business Saturday, which that's been bigger the last couple of years. So that's something to key on. We got Halloween, which again, this may be after Halloween when you're watching it. We got Cyber Monday, which you can tie in Black Friday and Cyber Monday and Thanksgiving. You can extend it those couple of days instead of just doing it one day. That's totally up to you. And then of course we got Christmas, Hanukkah, which I'm not gonna write that out. And then we also got New Year's. Not that I don't want to write out Hanukkah, I just don't know how to spell it. All right, so those are the dates that we want to key in on for the promotion. So I'm gonna tie everything back to Black Friday. But this strategy will work for any, you want to do Labor Day, you want to do any sales throughout the year. You can kind of do this same strategy. So the first thing that you want to do, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this, is know your profit margin. This is going to be important to knowing how much you can do a sale, what kind of promotion you can do. So your profit margin is taking out all the fees, all the production costs, all the material costs, and then figuring out the percentage of profit margin so that you can determine, can you do a 10% off? Can you do a 15, 20, 30? Your Black Friday especially, you want to do the biggest sales percentage of the entire year, because it's the biggest sales. You're the most competition, but also the most traffic. So you want to kind of blow some people away with your sales and promotion. So figure out what you can do. Now you want to make sure that you're still making money. We're not in this, we're not in this to lose. If you can only do 10%, then you can only do 10%. There's other ways to kind of sweeten the pot, which I'm going to talk about. But know your profit margin first. If you're not sure, do a calculator. If you use like Alora, there's a profit margin calculator that's specific to Etsy, which will help you out. You can just do a Google search for profit margin calculators, which are more generalized. But that's a great place to start, and a lot of people miss that, so I have to mention it every time. So let's talk about some strategies that you guys can do specific to, well, not specific, but these are, I'm going to tailor these to Black Friday, but you can do these any sales event of the year. And I'm also going to give you guys, I'm going to put this in a playbook, Black Friday playbook, if you want to actually see it and be able to write things down and digest it a little bit better rather than watching just this video. If you go to handmadeandbeyond.com/Black Friday, you can download it free, the Black Friday playbook, and a lot of this and more. I'm going to give you some actual templates in there as well that you guys can use, but make sure you guys download that. All right, so the first strategy that you can do that you can plan for is going to be either a percentage off, a dollar amount off, or a quantity. sale. All right, so these are the straightforward things that most people think of. So you can give, I'm going to give you a straight up percentage off, 10%, 15%, whatever, across the board. Or I'm going to do a dollar amount off. It's straightforward, $5 off your purchase, $10 off your purchase. Or you can do a quantity. If you buy 2 products, you get this amount off. You buy 3 products, you get this amount off. And all of these you can set up in the marketing tab within Etsy. If you go in there, you can set up these sales and our discounts based on these factors. So these are kind of get the wheels turning as far as what you want to do. The other thing is you can do a bulk order sale, and this is new in Etsy in the marketing tab. You can do a bulk order on 3 or more products. So say if you want to do these 2 listings, if they buy both of these, they'll get 20% off. Or you can do 3 listings. So you can do up to 3 listings. If you buy this bulk order of these 3 items, then maybe they get 10% off. Whatever you want to do there, so you can get a little bit creative. You can create that bulk order discount, and then you can promote that on social media or wherever you want to promote it, or even within your shop. So that's relatively new. I think that's a great way to incentivize additional revenue per customer, but also incentivize them buying more, and then obviously you getting more revenue. The other thing that you can do is just set up a coupon code. Again, within the marketing tab within Etsy. That looks like a G, but that's a C, not coupon code. Coupon code. So this is just straightforward. You want to set up like a 10% off, 15% off, whatever the case may be, and then you promote that. You can promote that again. That's more for coupon code is more for like outside external promotion, social media, email marketing, wherever. So that's pretty straightforward there. Everyone's pretty used to coupon codes, and that's pretty easy to set up as well. The other thing that you can do is a giveaway or freebie for a purchase. So this is something you don't set this up anywhere inside Etsy. You just have to do it, but you can kind of promote it that way. But I would make it, they only get it if they buy or spend or whatever, however you want to do it. But they have to actually purchase something, because this is a mistake that I made early on. If you just do freebies no matter what to get a free thing, a contest or whatever, to think that those people are going to buy again, you're sadly mistaken, and I was sadly mistaken. You have a lot of people want to get the free thing, but those people will never buy from you. It's just the wrong audience. Those people are they're going out looking for free stuff. They're never going to come back and buy to you. Even though you're like, well, I gave them this free thing to build loyalty, they don't care. They just want the free thing. So that's the hard truth. It didn't work for me. Maybe it'll work for you and your niche, but I wouldn't really do it like that. The other thing, actually, let me erase this. Oh my God. Almost knocked over my very scientific board here. All right, so the next one, now that we got some room here, and I'm gonna try to knock this over, is gonna be a BOGO sale. So everyone's familiar with a BOGO sale. You buy something, you get something. So you can do buy one, get one. Well, that's harder. That's expensive. That's hard to do. So the more appropriate probably is buy 2, get 1, buy 3, get 1, buy 4, get 1. So that would entice them to buy, and that you can set up. You can set that up. That's kind of circling back to the actual number of items. So you can set that up in the marketing tab as well, but you're positioning it as a BOGO. So just be careful on how you set it up, especially if you have different priced things, because you don't want to lose money on it. But the most, you probably want to do like two or more, 3 items, buy one, get one, buy one, get one free. So how you would do it, how you would set it up, say you sell $25 items, they buy 3 items, they would they buy 4 items, you would set it up, they buy 3, they get 1 free. So once they hit that 4th item, they add it to their cart, they're gonna get a $25 discount. So it's basically gonna account for one of the items. So that's how that would work. So it gets a little tricky, but that's what you can do. So don't overcomplicate it. If it's tricky, then don't do it. But that's just another idea for you. The other thing you can do is free shipping. So if you're not already offering free shipping, you can do free shipping no matter what, or you can do free shipping incentive. Like if you buy, you can set that up in Etsy already where you can do free shipping over $35 or more, you get the SEO boost. But if you sell more heavier stuff, bigger stuff, you probably don't have that set up. So maybe this time for this sale, you want to set it up. Do some type of free shipping incentive. It's a great discount, so they're not having to pay it on bigger stuff especially. So those are the other things that you can do as far as the discounts. Some additional keys to success is the way that you're thinking about this, no matter how you want to structure your offer, is the two things that you always want to think about is urgency and scarcity. That's the psychology behind promotions. So those are the two things that we want to key in on, urgency and scarcity. Well, how do you do that? Well, obviously the discounts or whatever is creating urgency, right? Or the discounts, the promotions, that's urgency, but scarcity also helps, and you can tie the two together. So scarcity is limited date, end date. So you always want to make sure that you have an end date to your promotions and it's very clear. You can also do limited quantities for scarcity. So there's a lot you can get creative here. So you can think outside of the box, but maybe you want to do, okay, for the first however many customers get this discount, or there's only so many of these products, or after however many sales the discount's over. So you can create scarcity paired with urgency where they're getting a discount and there's limited quantities, limited time. So those two factors working together will entice people to buy now and buy sooner. So that's the whole goal. So you can get creative, but don't overthink this. Don't try to muddy the waters too much where it's like, it becomes too complicated, because confused buyers don't buy. We're not trying to confuse people. Keep it simple, but you can get creative in how you're positioning it. So now I want to give you, now that you have the discount ideas, promotional ideas, let's talk about marketing it out there. How do you put it out there? Here's some ideas on how you can basically let people know and how often to position yourself for Black Friday specifically. But again, you can use this for any sales time of the year. All right, so here's when we want to send out announcements. And keep in mind, if you can do this if you have social media, you can do it. You can do this for email, or you can do this in Etsy. So how do you do this in Etsy? Well, you can put these messages on your announcement section. You can even put them inside the listings. You can bulk edit all of your listings at once and add a message at the top, because a lot of people are finding you in search or not coming to your shop, so the announcement section won't hit as many people as you'd like. But you can do a bulk message at the top. As long as it's the same exact message, you can add it in there, and then after, or if you want to change it, you can update them all at once. But it has to be the same message, otherwise you're not gonna be able to do it all at once, because it's not gonna be able to pull the message out of there. All right, so 1 week before Black Friday or whatever sales day you wanna do is when you wanna set up your first message. So let everyone know that you're gonna be running a Black Friday sale. Again, you can social media, email marketing, announcement section in the listings itself. Just do kind of a teaser like, hey, Black Friday sale is coming. You can let people know what it's going to be, or you can tease what it is. That's up to you. If you want to make it more interactive, you can do a poll and be like, hey, what do you think it's going to be? What do you think the sales number is going to be? Or you can say, it's going to be this and a special gift, whatever you want to do, depending on how creative you want to get. And then 3 days out, you want to send another announcement basically saying, here Black Friday is coming. If you tease this, then you want to maybe come give them a little bit more, tell them what it's going to be. You don't want to tease it for too long. So just let them know, okay, Black Friday, here's the start date, here's the end date. You want to basically discuss the terms of the sale to start to put in their mind of the urgency and or scarcity of the sale. And then 1 day before, you want to send out something else. This is going to be a lot, but it's also going to be the biggest sales day of your year. So this is why you're going to do this a little bit more than maybe just a regular sale, where a regular sale, maybe you're doing it 1 day before, day of, and that's it. This is why, since it's such a big sales and you're fighting with so much other competition out there, you got to kind of make yourself heard and kind of fight for their attention. So 1 day out, send out a reminder. Tomorrow is the day. This starts at 12:01 a.m., whatever the case may be. So there we go. And then day of the sale in the morning, let them know, hey, this sale is live, it's ready to go. And then make sure you have in there the scarcity and urgency reminders that it's going to come to an end soon, or there's limited quantities, or this is for the first however many customers, whatever you want to do. Make sure this is early. Let them know early as possible, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., because most people are up looking at sales days. And if you do have email marketing or social media, you can schedule this ahead of time. For Etsy, you can't schedule it, so you just have to get up, wake up and do this. So day of. And then I would say 3 hours before the sale ends, send an update there. Basically, hey, the sale is ending very soon. Make sure you snag this amazing offer, or if it's something that, again, that's limited quantities, you can say, oh, there's only 3 items left or 4 items left at this sales rate to promote urgency and scarcity there too. And then I would say 1 hour before, hey, there's only 1 hour left, or very limited time left, but till this sale ends, the doors are closing, all the sales terminology, and then boom, the sale is over. So if you're ending this Black Friday night, you can do that. If you're ending this Cyber Monday, you can basically extend the sale through Cyber Monday, which is not a bad idea, because Black Friday is tough to do, to just give the one day. Usually you'd want at least a couple of days, so I recommend just extending it through Cyber Monday. So basically you would just space this out through Cyber Monday. But you would start it, the day of basically Black Friday, one day before Black Friday, day of Black Friday, and then basically do the reminders, this and this one on Cyber Monday, to remind them and basically extend out that urgency. Here's a pro tip for you, is you can do a day after. So this is really cool because people get busy and they're distracted super easy, but you can do a day after reminder, like, hey, I know here's a last chance, or here's the day after last chance offer, where I had a lot of people want this, but they missed out on it. So here is your last ditch effort to get this at this rate or whatever, and you just send out a last ditch offer for that day only. And you can usually snag a couple more sales that day. So that's a kind of a pro tip for you. But here, this is your guide. Again, you can tweak this, rearrange this to fit what you're doing, but this is definitely a good starting point. So you mix this strategy, the notification strategy, in with the actual promotion that you're doing, and then you just run with it. So the goal is to create urgency, create scarcity, get people excited. The bigger audience you have, the more success you're going to have with this, but you should still get in the habit of doing it. And this is something that you should be doing for all the major sales events throughout the year, to basically get a little bit of a spike in traffic and sales, get people excited, and just break through the noise and the competition. But that's it. Again, if you want the actual guide, go to handmadeandbeyond.com/Black Friday. A lot of this will be written out for you guys to give you a really good template. But plan now, get ready for Black Friday so you guys can get more sales and kill it this holiday season.